then there's 60-year-old Kay from Cardiff. Hard to believe she's held a driving licence for 15 years.
Why, are you nervous?
No, all right.
The trouble with my driving is I am bloody useless.
Kay's been nominated by her ex-husband and co-driver, Charles.
My God, I'm never going to bloody turn you. Useless.
Totally diabolical, in my opinion. Wouldn't catch me going in the car with her for love or money.
Parallel.
Parallel parking?
Parallel parking. Well, I haven't done one of them since 1987, so... It's too tight, I can't get in it. If I'm going anywhere, I'm conscious of, I need a parking space that'd be large enough to get a double-decker bus in to be able to park my little small car.
The main problem with the parallel parking is she just doesn't know which way to steer the wheel. She's just completely steering the wrong way.
And mind you, I've only got sight in my one eye, my right eye. Now, whether that can do a lot with the reversing, I don't know. When Charles is in the car with me, he will become very argumental towards my driving.
You've got to turn the wheel.
I am, Chas.
You're not.
I am. I got the wheel turned right back.
Oh, on the car behind.
Yeah. It was very difficult for me to pass my test. And on one occasion, which I think not quite sure whether it was my fourth or fifth test, my driving was so bad, he got out of the car in the middle of the test and actually parked me up and walked back to the test centre.
You've just knocked the car behind you.
Kay hasn't parallel parked since 1987.
When it comes to parking, I've got to be the world's worst.
You've not got the engine
I
going.
can't stop you.
You had to get between those two cars there.
What do we? Oh my God.
Kay and Charles have been divorced for 18 years, but still live together.
You're not moving, Kay.
I can't see where the two cars are.
They're there.
Can't do it.
Just go back.
You're making me nervous.
Another crash?
Keep turning, Kay. The other way.
I
That
am.
way.
Shut up. You're shouting at me too much.
I'm not shouting at you. I'm just telling you to turn the wheel.
She's got herself into a real panic and fluster now, hasn't she?
Just burnt the clutch out.
Keep going. The wheel the other way.
I can't do in this car, Chas. It's smoking, I know.
Go a bit more then.
I can't. It won't go in.
Kay's incredibly heavy-footed, which is why she's cooked the clutch.
You need a fire engine.
Just go back a bit. You've done it, Kay.
Can't get it, Chas.
8 minutes and Kay's still all over the place.
Yeah, no, the car's on fire. The car's on fire!
Honestly, it's really, really difficult. And look...
I couldn't get the reverse gear in. And the car started going on fire.
No, look. Honestly, it's a very difficult thing to do. You've got the water, you've got this hill. You know, you really haven't done that badly, I promise. You know,
I'm not going to give up anyway. I'm not going to give up.
I'm
not going to give up.
I've decided to give Kay some reversing lessons in my car. And with this much space, we should be safe. Surely.
Right, into reverse.
This is big pedal I'm using all the time.
Brake. Right hand down, Kay. Right hand down, Kay. So you're getting confused with your lefts and right. No. You've got to face these demons, Kay. Whoa, brake! Never mind. Okay, put her into park. I think we've got a lot more work to do on this.
I know.
Okay, let's go backwards. Left hand down, Kay. Left hand down. Left!
That is my left.
Left, more! More! Right. Straighten her up. Left.
Right now, isn't it?
No.
I'm a disaster.
No, you're not a disaster, Kay. You just haven't been taught how to reverse properly. Okay, stop. Sadly, today I'm going to have to admit defeat.
The passenger seat is our head of skidding, Martin.
Now this challenge is about controlling your car in bad weather. If you were to hit a greasy road, standing water, black ice, lose control, back end goes out, knowing how to catch it could save your life.
All our drivers have to do is to avoid hitting things.
Here we go. She's out, caught it. Holding, we're coming up to a very, very sharp one. Scrub off the speed. And she's going. We caught it. And we go to a garage now, and I've got to stop, and it's black ice, and I've not got to hit this wall. And I haven't.
Before the challenge, we taught everybody the laws of skid control. Don't panic, be gentle with the brake and throttle. Oh dear. If the back slides, steer towards it, and always, always avoid locking up your brakes like this, because stopping will take an eternity. Kay makes amends after a disastrous first challenge with an uneventful round.
Which is the distance we've allowed our combatants to test their ability to stop safely at speed, and their cue will be this Heath Robinson red light system we prepared earlier. There, did it with 10 feet to spare. Let's see how Britain's worst drivers get on.
Next up is Kay from Cardiff. Her hill start was so horrendous she ended up in tears.
I can't, it won't go in.
Let me tell you, when I first did this, it was a complete nightmare.
First time, Kay managed to stop with a warning light, but what will she do when it doesn't come on?
No light come on. I said, well, the red light didn't come on. And then I suddenly realised myself what I'd actually done. I should have stopped.
Kay and Becky may have licences, but they've never driven on a motorway before.
So I tell you what we're going to do, Bex. We're going to go on a motorway. It's going to be all right. I have dual controls, so you just do what I say.
Yeah.
All right? And here, handily, is the M1. There's a van coming up. Is it clear? No, it's not.
No.
Stay here, Kay. Go now. Go now. Good. That's it.
Oh
Okay.
my God.
Cancel your indicator.
It's speeding up.
Well, this is the first time on you, so you have got dual controls.
Yes, I have, and I haven't touched them yet.
Yeah.
Mirrors, Kay, all the time. I am absolutely amazed. For somebody who's never travelled on a motorway, you are doing really, really well. So has anybody taught you how to leave a motorway?
No,
Okay.
but I think I've got an idea because I read in a book.
Good. How are you feeling?
I'm feeling fine, I'm feeling relaxed actually.
Good. Now, why is that?
I myself when you first put me on, yeah.
You're watching Britain's Worst Driver, and you probably noticed that our sad 7 aren't terribly good at close manoeuvring. Call us cruel, but we've decided that to sharpen their skills, they need to do a 180-degree turn between 2 lines of tightly parked cars. A good driver should do this in 9 turns, and to make sure those turns are smooth and fluent, we put a bowl of eggs on the bonnet.
I hate hitting things. Yeah, okay. First. You've got to turn it hot. Oh, for God's sake. There's not much space, is there?
No, it's not, is there? Your wife's doing it. Got it? Okay.
Power steering is a nice invention.
Oops. Get that wheel round.
My eggs have popped out. All right, wrong gear.
Forwards.
Terrible gears in this chap. got all my eggs on.
Stop.
Our behavioural psychologist, Linda Papadopoulos, will be keeping an eye on things from the rear.
You're going too fast, they're all going to come off, Kate.
Kay's first to tackle the course, but before long she starts cracking those
You're not
eggs.
keeping in the things, Kate.
I don't think she's got any concept that if she speeds down the straight, when it comes to the corners,
Oh,
she's got the same
yeah.
speed. It's
Again, missing the lines.
She seems to be more worried about the eggs than where she's going.
Wrong way. What you need to do.
Kay is, I've just been told, going the wrong way round the roundabout. So again, it's not a question of how many eggs can we save. It's how do we actually go in the right direction, go in the right gear, turn the steering wheel in the right way.
Get back on course.
On the course, now there. There, on there.
She's now going in the right direction, but finding the finish line is a challenge too much.
I'm not going to hit him down, Charles.
No, you were going to go in that line.
No, I
then.
wasn't.
Over there, then.
I wouldn't have to go.
Oh, I'll stop you.
Stop there.
Who in earlier challenges has been rather prone to the odd emotional outburst.
Oh my God. The bloody car's on fire. Look at the trolleys. Charles, those trolleys could be people.
You're going to hit the trolley, Kate, told
I'm
you.
going to have to hit them, Charles. I can't hit the car, can I? I'm sound up in now.
It's a good job those trolleys aren't people, since Kay proceeds to crunch, grind and scrape her way through virtually all of them.
Now we're going to push the trolley. It's all going to pop now.
She gets increasingly hot and bothered, and our bulky Audi estate finally gets the better of her. She throws in the towel after 25 minutes.
Just hit the trolley.
All I'm doing is smashing trolleys then.
Well, smash that one. There's only one more going to make a difference, and then you'll be clear. Down again.
I'm not doing it.
Armed with instructions and a map, our drivers are dispatched into the night from a staggered start.
So I shall now go forward. See you there.
And it's Sharon and John who set the early pace.
We're right, Battleston.
3:30 Sunday with special guest Quentin Wilson.
Let's go.
And then there's Kay, who some feared we might never see again.
When I get home, at least I know I can go out in the dark.
She's faced her fear of night driving and come in an impressive third.
Oh, my legs are stiff.
Well done.
The challenge is in two parts. First, our five have to reverse down a makeshift farm track littered with farmy things. It is possible to do this challenge without hitting any solid objects, although nudging the odd hay bale could happen to anyone.
Oh dear.
They then have to back up into this lay-by. The second part is to drive back down the lane where they'll meet this very large tractor head-on.
Which, of course, you have to give way to.
And of course, we all know that the highway code says don't argue with jumbo farm vehicles. If our lot have any sense, they'll back up and let it pass. If not, things could. And so to Kay, whose reversing so far has been an unmitigated disaster.
Left hand down, Kay. Left hand down. Left!
But as usual, she goes the wrong way.
Okay, up there. That's the course. Up there.
Again. And again.
Okay, darling. What you've got to do is get your nose in there and then back up past the hay bales.
And again.
Okay, no, not up there. Up through these. Okay. Now straighten your wheel. Straighten your wheel, Kay. Straighten. That's it. Straight. Now go straight back.
What's the matter with you?
She's not in control of where the car's going at all.
Come on, Kate.
Such a pity.
I'm knocking the bales down now.
There's a big white gap this side, thick foot.
She surprises us all by negotiating the course with little fuss, but lots of clutch.
You got your foot in.
Reversing down a wide, straight lane seems to defeat her.
I can't watch.
And just as she's out of the ditch, she faces the tractor.
So which way then with the wheel?
And the sheep.
Don't move. Oh, a sheep behind there. Oh, a sheep.
Kay avoids the sheep, lets the tractor pass, and even manages to wave a cheery Welsh hello to the farmer.
I can drive straight, I just can't reverse.
Trailer, you must continue going straight. I know you're not going to see anything, but please don't turn left.
I think it's also important for us to say, Andrew, that there are no dual controls on this car, so your destiny is in your own hands. If it all goes horribly wrong, it'll go horribly wrong.
Maybe I was too dramatic, but it seriously spooked Sharon, who says she doesn't want to play anymore.
Come on, it's just going to take you a couple of minutes. Drive round.
I'm so nervous for doing it. Doing a course I haven't seen. I can see 2 hills and that's it. And then we're balancing on ladders and telegraph poles. I'm broken. I don't want to even go near a car ever again.
Sharon insists she won't do it.
All I want to do is go home.
All right, let's do it.
Gets ready to roll.
Gently off the clutch.
Normally, we can't shut her up.
Bloody car's on fire!
But this time, she's genuinely stunned into silence.
Onto the rails. Turn to the right a bit, Kate. Gently ease back off the throttle. To the right a little, Kate. Oh, not to it, Kate. We're going through that lorry, up those ladders. Okay, sit back in the seat for me. Turn to me and a bit more throttle. More throttle, Kate. Keep on the throttle. Ease back on the throttle. Right, straighten up for me, Kate. Turn to the right a little bit, otherwise we're going to hit this wall. Okay, point the wheel straight. More throttle. Keep on the throttle. Don't turn the wheel. Keep it straight, keep it straight. Let it roll. Hold it still, hold it still. Okay, Kane, no throttle now. Let the car do the work. Turn to the right for me, Kane. Right, point it straight to the end. Keep it straight, keep it straight. Don't do nothing. Keep it there. Well done, Kate. Drive it out for me.
I feel I did do quite a good challenge because I think it was a very nerve-wracking one.
But Andrew, she confronted her demons. She didn't bottle out, did she?
She didn't.
You were facing tremendous fear, and we saw it in your face, and you did it.
I was getting a little bit panicky.
Do you think you're feeling more confident behind the wheel, Kay?
Yeah, definitely.
You're on a caravan holiday. You've got to get through some width restrictions in a little cathedral town and past some parked cars. It's a real-life situation, but at this point I must tell you that I've never done this thing before. I have been inoculated against all forms of caravanning and camping from an early age, and I think caravans are odious, hateful things. Here we go. And forward, which is a piece of cake. But what happens when you meet the rudest man in the world who is not going to give way? I'm a very nice, kind caravanner, so I've got to reverse. This is when it gets tricky. A couple of our protagonists find reversing very, very difficult. And when you're towing Snowdonia behind you, it gets more interesting still. Go away! I should report you to the Caravan Club Committee. Horrible man with body odour problems. So we didn't hit any cars, which was a good thing. So if you'd like to tell me, Grace, what do we do it in?
1 minute 28.
1 minute 28 seconds. But sadly the caravan is still intact. We'll see how the rest of them get on.
And now it's Kay from Cardiff, who tends to get rather tired and emotional.
We're going to move on again.
I'm not going to give up anyway. I'm not going to give up. I'm not going to give up.
True to form, she's off to a smashing start.
You're smaller than me, you.
Craig and Kay seem to have swapped roles a bit.
I think so.
I got a caravan, you got a car.
I told you that, didn't I?
Yeah. I'm towing something bigger than you.
I don't think he's going to move, Kay, so I think you've got to go backwards. Okay. Sorry about that.
And believe it or not, Kay actually thinks she's getting better.
I have slightly improved, but not fully improved. I still need a lot more tuition with my reversing.
And she's not wrong. Gently reversing into a car once is understandable, but why she tries to completely tip the thing over must remain a total mystery.
Did she not see that she's backing into a car and she has been for the last? She's pushing it off!
She must be able to feel it if she can't see it.
Do you mind going back a bit, please?
She's not going to go backwards.
She's not going backwards.
She's going to push her way through forward.
She has road rage.
She's not going to.
After the halfway set. Where's the end of
Slow down.
No, go fast as you can, it's against time.
We wondered if this was some sort of frenzied flight for freedom, but she'd sailed through the finish line without realising and driven flat out round the entire 1 mile circuit.
This is...
Hello. That wasn't in the plan, Kay.
I'm sorry.
You obviously enjoying yourself.
I just kept going.
At some velocity.
And then it's Kay's turn.
And within 3 seconds, it's all gone.
Really strong lighting point. Yes, we're through. Keep going. Accelerator, yes, we're through.
They've all been taking Craig pills.
Go over here.
Kay may have been an impressive instructor, but when it's her turn at the helm, she's back to her old tricks.
Stop.
Oh, which one, Shan?
We're going this way.
This way, round there.
Accelerator. That's the amount of gas we need. And all the way up. Yeah. You're on it now. Right, ready?
Despite Sharon's best endeavours, Kay hits, well, everything.
Not too near the MG. Right. All the way up.
We'd parked the MG in the middle of the course, hoping it would encourage better driving. We were wrong.
Round the middle car. This is all soft. There's a sleeper on the floor. Be careful.
She needs something very small and very slow.
A bicycle.
A bicycle.
Right, you're grand on this side. Oh, we're getting a bit tight. Go slow. Kim, we're going to hit it. Here was the width restriction and through the 2 bollards.
Into the circle.
Into the circle.
Hello.
When we started, you wouldn't say boo to a goose.
I know.
You were a mouse. And suddenly, when we got to the transit van, it was like a road sweeper. You got every corner and every box down the near side. You were taking everything with you.
The caravan was wedged on the Persian. You just kept going backwards and backwards. Why didn't you stop and have a look at that situation? Get out the car and have a look.
Yeah, I should have. What I should have done was got out, look behind me.
I'm slightly upset that you haven't learned to do something like that.
So far, we've careered through 10 toe curling challenges, and we've given the most improved driver after every show a free car. All that's left is 3 motoring Muppets, 2 challenges, and the awful reality that one of our trio will soon become Britain's worst driver. And handing out the humiliation is our panel of experts who, as always, will be shooting straight from the lip.
You have not taken any responsibility for longer than about 30 seconds.
1 driver, 2 can't drive, and the driver's got the worst attitude I've seen.
Think carpet slippers and put a safety catch on that fuse.
Heightened confidence and lack of skill is an even more dangerous combination.
From our test centre, the judges will be watching, slack-jawed in disbelief. Now, this challenge is known as the Auto Assault Course, and broadly it should be a combination of all the skills our protagonists have learnt so far. We've laid out a course, and as you can see, we put a few surprises in it, like that man stepping out in front of them. We've got a tank of water on the roof. Dyed red, the water is a handy visual guide to handling. The more our drivers spill, the worse their car control. And then there's our old friend, the Road Rager, drafted in to wind up our drivers' stress levels. I've got a width restriction up here, very, very tight. Set of traffic lights, which are on for an interminably long time. There we go. Round the roundabout. And then we just go off-road here between these cones. And what we've got to do is get into this parking space, go very wide, and then reverse back for the rest of the duration of the course, which consists of a 3-point reverse slalom through to the finish line. And then there's Kay from Cardiff. Dear, dear Kay. No one has tried harder to improve their driving. Such a shame then that her efforts have largely been pointless. She's congenitally incapable of reversing, and she's not much better at going forwards either.
We've tried to build her confidence, but she seems to think that a confident driver has to be an aggressive one.
Off! Off! You're smaller than me, you off! And I gotta obey the rules, innit?
Well, it would be nice, Kay.
Oh, that's bad.
That's very bad. Well, actually, it looked as if she didn't even brake.
That could have been my own mother. Well, I doubt it because she's passed away, but it, you know, it could basically been anybody. Could have been a child.
Not content to merely hit the pedestrian, she proceeds to grind him into the ground.
I know, you're frightened, Chaz, now.
Slow down, you gotta go round this thing.
And so, travelling at warp factor K, it's into the final reversing section, and it's not going to be pretty.
This is one where I gotta try moving
Get
it.
off the clutch, Kate.
I'm off it, Chaz.
You weren't.
What you can't see but Neil can is that Charles puts the handbrake on and Kay doesn't notice.
Go up there and straight and go the other way.
Oh, la 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 la.
Oh,
okay.
God. How did she manage to take the bumper?
You're using the clutch.
I'm off the clutch, Chaz.
What's the smell for? Look at all the smoke, Kate. Kate, look at all the smoke.
I can't help that.
Is it because the handbrake's on?
No, the handbrake's down. It was. You pulled the handbrake up.
I never did.
Yes, it's hard to believe what you're seeing, but Kay really has managed to get the back bumper wrapped round the underside of the car. Even with the handbrake off, things don't get any better.
You need to go forward to that area. Whoa, whoa.
I'm really disappointed to see that.
Slow down to go through here.
She's meant to be going through this last section backwards, but by now we're simply relieved she's finishing it all.
I think she needs to consider being a pedestrian.
Okay, so why did it all go horribly wrong, Kate?
Panicked.
Panicked. And why do you feel you have to grab at this handbrake, Charles?
Perhaps you don't trust my driving.
I have to be upfront with you. I'm not really surprised, Kay, sometimes, you know, because that you were supposed to have sort of learnt everything and put it to practice, but that
I agree with you. I did it.
Now remember, our three all have full UK driving licences. All right, it took Becky 13 attempts, but somebody passed her. But what would happen if they had to resit their test today? There's only one way to find out.
I don't know, you meant to go round there. Okay, where we go?
Back.
The other one I meant actually, but carry on. What's the speed limit here?
30.
30, we're doing 40.
And so to Kay, who's never driven outside Cardiff.
I'll be quite honest, I'm shaking like a leaf.
So am I, Kay. So am
But I am full of fear, I'll be quite honest.
So am I.
I was terrified. More than terrified, actually. I've never been so afraid in all my life.
Kay is just coming down in the minibus, and I've agonised over all this, and I am going to go out with her. I just think it would be an act of complete irresponsibility not to. Car's got dual controls. I'm not going to help her, but I just have to be there. Mirrors, signals, manoeuvre. How can this person hurt me? Come on. I'm here, all right?
I got to do it for myself, not for anybody else. I've got to do it for myself.
Okay. Mirrors.
Watch the mirror. Stop the car. Okay. Signal right. Signal right.
It's funny that everyone makes the assumption that they can drive. Is that a skill that we're all supposed to have? It's not like inborn like walking, is it? It's kind of perhaps something that some people just can't do.
I'm watching all the lights and everything. I am.
Focus on what you're doing.
Watch this people carrier.
Yeah.
No, that way, Kay, that way. There you go.
To the left.
No,
to the right. Sorry. I better go, you bloody nervous, Quentin.
We're all nervous, Kay.
Oh, yeah.
On her third lap, Kay does a Becky and disappears towards Knightsbridge. And remember, she's done this route several times already.
We're going the wrong way now.
Oops.
3 times.
That's right, I should have gone that way.
Back on course, Kay's still intimidated by the London traffic.
And there's so many motorbikes coming up on your sides, you've got to raise up your ass.
She may have noticed the bikes, but doesn't see our rather prominent checkered flag.
In there.
Oh.
Okay.
I thought it was down by there.
Come on, let's go around.
After Kay's unnecessary lap of honour, she's furious with Charles.
I could kick somebody right up their ass.
You went past it, you were blinded to bad.
Yeah, but you're there, Charles. You're supposed to say to me and give me encouragement. Well, okay, Kay, you've missed the turn. Yeah, I had to go. Admittedly, I lost my directions at one point.
But it's how well you did it, which is the critical issue, Kay, isn't it? Not about effort, which we can't fault you on. It's how well you're coping with these situations. And I have to say, you did get me very stressful and a little bit nervous.
What has improved, which is positive, is your confidence. But heightened confidence and lack of skill is an even more dangerous combination.
Yeah.
Driving test. You passed?
No, I don't think I did, actually.
You're right in the sense that you did fail. But more seriously, the driving examiner was visibly shaken.
Going back.
And he just does not think you are in control of the car.
So, one of these is Britain's worst driver. Time for our panel to cast their votes.
So what do we think when Kay mowed down that pedestrian?
Frightening.
Horrific.
What do we think of Craig on that?
He has car control but no self-control, and that is his big problem still.
What about Becky?
Yeah, as soon as things started to get hard. Mammy.
But in terms of capabilities, improvement, it's going to be a hard one, isn't it? We started with 8. We gave them every opportunity to improve, and we are left with our 3 biggest sinners. Who is Britain's worst driver? Let me introduce you to the very patient patron saint of lost causes, St. Jude. And I'm going to give it to Kay.
Thank you very much.
I know it's not the trophy you want. I've also...
I am going to become a better
I
one.
know, and I'm going to die in the attempt, because we ain't finished here.
And here's why she truly is Britain's worst driver.
The bloody car's on fire! I can drive straight, I just can't reverse. Now. When Charles is in the car with me, he will become very argumentative.
There's a big white gap this side, tick foot.
Gently off the clutch.
I'm not going to give up anyway. I'm not going to give up. I'm not going to give up.
As Kay and Chaz will be chauffeured back to Cardiff in a Rolls Royce, but we've one last surprise up our sleeve.
Oh, it's beautiful, isn't it?
It's lovely. I'd love to give you this car, but I can't.
Oh, no, I
But
know
what
that.
I will give you is this car. It doesn't have a normal engine, it's electric, it's battery powered, it only does 25 miles an hour.
It's lovely. I think it's gorgeous.
If you are in Cardiff and you see this car coming, you know there's one thing to do, and that's run away.
We've also given Kay a course of special refresher lessons with the British School of Motoring. We wish them luck.